What's
Hey,
up, Chief?
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, y'all? Congratulations.
thank you so much.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all did it. Y'all did it.
Yes, it was.
Thanks to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a battle though.
Oh my goodness. Tell us what was the battle. Tell us about the battlefield.
Listen, so
Mhm.
we know we're real estate agents, and we were talking already about buying multifamily and going that route. But when we started getting into your teachings and all that stuff like that, we had a single family house actually,
Mhm.
and we were like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and sell it. Let's just go all in. So we actually, in this whole pandemic, sold our single family home, 4 bedrooms, 2,600 square feet. It was a nice home, y'all.
Yeah.
But we sold it and we pretty much went in and bought this fourplex in Norfolk,
Mm,
Virginia, and we used our VA. So we could have kept the home, but
yeah.
in order to do it, so with the VA, you have to in order for you to buy two homes, you would have to put some money down because of the entitlement. So our
Yeah.
home pretty a bigger home. So we were like, instead of just doing that, let's just go ahead and sell it. We're young. It's just the both of us. We don't have any kids yet. And
Yeah.
so we sold it and we just went ahead and went and bought the property.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So you both have VA or just one of you?
Just
Yes, sir.
yeah, just
Yes, sir.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Beautiful. Are you in the home right now?
No,
No, we're,
no.
we're trying to move all our stuff out of this rental so we can move into one of the units.
Yeah.
Okay, got you, got you. So you closed on September 11th. That's what, 2 days ago? Two
Yeah,
days ago?
Friday.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And y'all joined in the summer. So as agents, what was the difference between the real estate agent mindset and the real estate investor mindset?
I mean, the mindset
Mhm.
I would say, like, it's easy when you're fighting for your clients and tell them all these things and tell them to jump up. But like when you're on the investment side, like you already know that one, the seller is, especially in our market. So like we're I know most of you guys probably know we're in an extreme sellers market. So
Yeah.
sellers don't want to pay closing costs, they don't pay anything. So like we had to negotiate one closing costs, we had to negotiate the best terms in our market. Everyone's writing offers for multifamily, so it's
Mm,
multiple offer situations.
Yeah.
So it really is just different from like helping your client to like you're being in the table, and then us knowing that like, hey, this is for us to live. So we have if we don't get this, like we don't got nowhere to live because our house is already on the market.
wow.
So it
Wow.
was a lot.
Going all
And I'm
in.
only on the market for like one day,
Yeah, yeah.
and we got
We got three
yeah,
offers,
three
three
offers
offers on our
in just
home.
one day.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So y'all got a pretty penny for that?
Yeah, we
Yes, we
did.
sold it. What, 10 more thousand than what we bought it for?
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. And you had been in it for how long?
Only 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Since
we were
2017.
happy to get anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So tell us how you found this particular deal.
Okay.
Well, no, you can
Okay, so
explain.
actually we found this one off market.
Okay.
So we at first we were on maybe like 6 offers, but we were first on market looking at some property on the MLS.
And they were all driving the prices up.
Oh my gosh.
There was one property we found. It was about 310, and they drove the last offer we put in. Highest and best. We put in like 355,
Yeah.
and he said,
Wow.
yeah, somebody put in something higher, but you had a good offer though.
Yeah, I was like, they got it. They got it.
Yeah.
We good.
No.
Yeah, so the one that we actually finally were able to close on was off market because we ended up just putting a post online on Facebook, and we joined a lot of like investor Facebook groups,
Yeah.
and so we're saying hey, we're looking for multifamily. If you have anything, let us know. So that's actually how we found it. One
Wow.
guy emailed us and he said that he has a fourplex. It actually was a wholesaler. He actually bought it. He bought it from a seller. He closed on it and then sold it to us.
Mhm.
So we really got blessed with it because, like I said, off market we were able to buy extremely lower than we would if we were to stay on market with the prices that they are raising things up, in our area right now.
Yeah. So you got it for what and how much did it appraise for?
We got it for we closed it at 290. It
Okay.
appraised ideally for 310, but there's still room. So the way that appraisers, I don't know in everyone else's area, but in our area, usually what they do is just they don't have a lot of experience, especially VA appraisers. They just usually
Mm,
appraise it for what you kind of write it the offer for. So they just gave us 310, but there's a lot of room in that property to renovate and to really go up in price.
Yeah.
got
It's a 5,100 square feet versus a single family that was 2,600 square feet.
Yeah.
Wow. You got double the house.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And a single family paid for any expenses because VA is you had a little bit of closing costs but no down payment, right?
Yeah, I mean, we only came in at putting $500 down at the closing table. We put our, obviously, but 500, we were able to negotiate with the seller to pay some closing costs. So he was able
Yeah.
to take care of our closing costs. And we actually got a 3% commission too. And so
Wow.
negotiation
Of
is
course.
key.
Negotiation.
I
So
love
we literally had to bring nothing to the table except the $500. So it was, and then our lender actually did a lender credit for us as well.
Yes. 4,000.
Yeah, $4,000 lender credit.
What? Did you
Yes.
ask for that, or what sparked that?
Honestly, it actually was a mistake on his end, and he took the cost, and we were like, "You the goat."
4,000. Yeah.
Hey, that's how God moves. I love it. I
Like
love
we
it.
use
I love
you
it.
every time.
Right.
So you these are 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom?
No, it's
No.
3-bedroom, 1 bath.
3-bedroom,
Oh
1 bath.
my
It's
goodness.
huge.
It's very
huge.
big.
Yeah.
And it,
Okay.
they have decks on the you saw the front, but they have
Yeah.
decks on the back as well. And it has a nice sizable yard in the back as well. And it has a fence, not that white fence. It has that actual fence around the property as well.
Okay, I see it. And how many signs of gentrification of the 33, how many you think are in this neighborhood?
So the neighborhood, honestly, it's up and coming. So they're building up different houses. There is not a lot of multifamily specifically in that specific neighborhood. That's why the appraiser came back kind of iffy. But they are putting a lot of new construction, single family homes. So it's definitely up and coming in that neighborhood.
Okay, good. So what's your plan for this property, and then what's your plan to get the next property?
So our plan is to renovate the vacant unit, live in it for maybe about 6 to 8 months, and then
renovate the other 3 units, and raise the rents just a little bit. All of the renters, so in the other 3 units, all of them have been paying for the past 12 months, even through the pandemic, which is good. So we don't want any of them to leave, but we want to renovate a little bit there and increase the rent slightly, and then use the money that we're saving. So you go from the money that I was using to pay for mortgage, the money that Karin was used to pay for bills at the single family, we now can save that money and use it for a down payment for a duplex, triplex.
If we want to, because really the idea is that we're going to, like I said, in a couple, maybe 8 months, refinance this into a conventional, and then free up our VA again and go out
and do it again. Go get another home for $500.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. That's what we doing out here. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I am so happy to hear this, y'all. The so with the what are the rents for the 3 bedrooms, one bathrooms there?
So there are 900 right now. So all of the tenants are paying 900. That's 2,700 a month. There's ability to take it to 1,050, 1,100 would be pushing it. So about 1,000 is probably a sweet spot.
But so you're going to be at the 1% rule even without your unit.
Oh yeah, without it.
Without our unit,
That is amazing. That is amazing. Good stuff. Well, you all did it. Now, what was the greatest challenge on this journey besides just the competitiveness being in the seller's market?
So the biggest thing, and we didn't do this until we saw your videos. I said, who's this black man on my Facebook timeline? So just a quick history. We saw an 8 unit, and that one was $450,000. And the guy wanted to do business with us, and we had a down payment ready. I believe the down payment, it doesn't matter the number, it's like $70,000 or $75,000. We had $67,000. We were almost there. We could have made it happen, but we did not pull the trigger. Guess how much the property ended up selling for after he released it from us? Like $545,000.
$100,000 over. It's crazy.
I just wanted to jump through a window. So after we saw your video too late, after we saw your video, that's when we said we needed to pull the trigger. So I think the biggest challenge for us was getting out of the single family home, pulling the trigger. Make sure you do your due diligence. Make sure you have all the information, but pull the trigger and then just make that jump.
Yeah, getting all the numbers like you mentioned, and don't, like you just did on the teaching, like make sure you don't jump until you have all the numbers. If your agent isn't getting for you, kick them to the curb, get another agent, get the numbers so that you don't make a hasty decision on the property.
Yep.
And then also for the VA, like another challenge for us was the appraiser. So and I don't know, we just didn't think of it ahead of time, but on VA, you have to make sure that there's no chip paint. So it's a delayed closing because there's chip paint on the property. So we had to have the seller to go out and paint, but then they left chip paint on the floor. So he had to come back out, re-inspect, and he flagged us for that. So you got to make sure on VA, just make sure your agent knows to whatever the VA is going to charge you on, get that stuff out of the way so it doesn't delay closing, because it just pushed things back on our closing, especially since we had already sold our home. We were like, oh my goodness. So making sure you're aware of that stuff.
Of course. And so did you just do the loan? And is Jamel free, or did you both get on this loan?
We both on the loan because Jamel is W-2, and so I'm full 1099, so it just helps to have that W-2 on the loan.
Yeah.
Understood, 100%. So any recommendations to the community? They sending you all kinds of love in the chat. What was your greatest piece of advice for the community on this journey? Because y'all been in the game. Y'all joined in June and you closed September 11th. So what, June, July, August, September, literally 3 months. Like if people are jumping in now and they want to get it done, what's the biggest piece of advice for them?
You go first.
I would say just do the training. You have great material.
The videos work.
The videos work. So go through them. And just like you said earlier, don't try to jump ahead and you haven't done the ABCs that you need to do. So do every single step. Get your strong team. As long as you have a strong team, your lender, your realtor, all those things are going to help you so you don't make a mistake on moving forward. And it just, even when it's hard and tough, just keep pushing in, because your results are going to be on the other end of it. So.
And if you're married, make sure that you guys work together.
Yeah.
Use your strengths. If somebody's good on numbers, let them do the
number
numbers.
Guy.
If somebody else is good at negotiator, she's a negotiator.
Yeah.
Work together and make it work. It'll be a much easier process than one person trying to do everything.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is so beautiful. So everybody wants to see a picture of the property. I thought let me share my screen. No, I can't even share the screen. It's in the Facebook group. I made you host, so it's all good. Everybody's in the Facebook group under closed deals. So just click that tag and you'll see them in their big smiling faces and the front of their fourplex in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, y'all. So thank you so much for coming and sharing your story. When I saw that post, man, I jumped for joy. So I'm so glad to see that you closed, and then to see that you are agents and that you went through the whole exam, and that the real estate agent test doesn't prepare you to think like a real estate investor, is just a powerful demonstration. So thank you for sharing that journey and that story. Did it help you though? Did being a real estate agent help you? In what way did it help you?
Oh yeah, it definitely helped us because like I said, we knew what the seller was going to want. So it's like, instead of going in and trying to negotiate a whole bunch, we kind of backed off on some of those negotiations so that way we could win over the seller. So, and then what we did also was after we got the contract under contract, then we negotiated the other things. So like we got it under contract, and then I asked them for, hey, can we get closing costs? Yeah. And since it was already under contract, then we were able to do that.
Yeah. 100%. So get the contract first. First. Now, when you are as agents, you obviously have access to MLS and the lockbox. Was that helping you early on when you were making offers on these other deals? Was that helping you to get quick access to the properties?
It did. I mean, it did, but it didn't even help. So like as soon as we hit the market, I was like, oh, I'm about to go out real quick. And then I would show him a video while he was at work, and like we would send our offer. But the crazy thing about it is that people were sitting on offers. So like we will send it, and like we sent an offer on Tuesday. That was the worst part. We sent an offer on Tuesday. He said, oh, we're not reviewing offers until Thursday. So by then, of course, like I know how you always say the fastest offer is the best offer, right? Yeah. But at the same time, when they're sitting on offers in our market, it didn't help us. So.
Understood. Yep. Totally with that. Beautiful. Well, thanks for sharing your story. Keep us posted on the renovations of your unit, your move, and everything like that. We are so happy for you. And for all those out there with the VA, you got a recent example of success. $500. $500 in. Wow. Winning. Cool. Well, thank you both for sharing your story. We appreciate you and we celebrate you, and enjoy yourself. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your leadership as well. We really appreciate you just pouring back into all this community. Like, you're a blessing for everyone.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Much love, y'all.